Good evening, Internet, and welcome to Top Shift number 70. Now, you can see here that I'm still in Elite Dangerous 2.2 Beta 5, but one of the things that I wanted to test out, and which has been released in Beta 5, is something to help with piracy, and that's the hatch breaker limpets. Now, I've got a couple of missions lined up here, one of which will take me to Redistribution, which is one of the most horrible systems in Elite Dangerous. It's supposed to be absolutely, completely lawless. That's left over from the original game. So,
landing lock disengaged. Be wary of traffic on your way out.
Just looking about the station. This is one of the stations that has been modified from George Lucas station. It's been modified from the standard game at the moment.
Landing gear retracted.
A little bit close. Right. Set course for Ritual. Now I've got a mission here anyway. Ooh, look at that. There is a beluga liner.
Scan detected.
Look at him. Absolutely massive ship. And quite maneuverable for its size. Rediqua.
Your way is clear. Good luck,
Now,
Commander.
Beastie, Rediqua, Lave, Diesel, Tianola, all systems from the original game in '84. So,
Frame shift charging.
it says it's got medium security. I thought it was supposed to be an absolute dive. You can see here there's another one of the little quality of life enhancements where they show what the system's like that you're going to, so you could cancel if you thought you wouldn't be able to handle it. And this is the fantastic new hyperspace tunnel. You can see the star in the far distance getting closer. And there we have it. Now, the mission in question is just to drop off stuff. But I'm in a little bit more of a grumpy mood. So I'm going to drop this stuff off first, and then I'm going to start hunting. Once we get the system map up. Now there are two uses for hatch breakers. Hatch breakers are normally used either legally to help rescue hostages from or pieces of cargo which have been stolen by pirates, or illegally, where you basically just attack other ships. Now, one of the reasons why I was wanting to do this today was because hatch breakers have had quite a bit of a buff as far as this game's concerned. Before you had to, the main way to get piracy done properly, and I don't mean just blowing up the ship, I mean actually getting the cargo out of the ship, is to destroy or damage that ship's cargo hatch. You manage to get that out of the way, and the cargo inside just comes flying out. I'll just set up a... Yes, there we are, we've got the limpet controller. Now, in the previous versions, you had to get the shields down before you could fire off a limpet controller. A hatch breaker limpet, rather. In this case, what they've gone and done is they've actually speeded up the limpets a little, and also made sure that it will pass straight through shields. This makes piracy, or the idea of extracting cargo from another ship, a lot easier. It's one of the many quality of life things that have been happening in the game. In Beta 5 we've had buffs to the both the keelback and the Type 7. The Type 7 being the flying coffin of all trading ships. So both ships are now tougher, able to carry more. We'll just have a quick look, see what this ship is here. I mean, technically, Cobra Mark III. I should be completing this mission, because if I actually screw my mission up, or rather perform piracy right now, the chances are I wouldn't be able to complete the mission because I'd become wanted in this system. The main key to being a pirate is, unless the system that you're flying in is lawless, which I really thought Redistribution would be, because in the original game this was basically the ultimate anarchy system to visit. If you're wanted, then you don't defecate on your own doorstep, if you see what I mean. Go to the system next door and perform your piracy. I mean, I'm looking at this, these seem to be very, very rich big systems for what is supposed to be an absolute arse end of nowhere.
Zorgon Peterson, Papa Hotel Oscar, Federal Flight Control welcomes you. Please submit a docking request before entering the station.
Alright.
Landing authorized. Vector for approach to landing pad 3-5.
I don't even know what kind of ship, what kind of environment this is.
Deployed.
And some of the environments which are inside these news stations are absolutely fantastic. Especially the refinery one. That one looks as if you're flying into the gates of hell. I'm following a Cobra Mark III in at the moment. I think this one's just going to be standard.
Scan detected.
Yeah, it's a standard one. Not to worry about that. Ooh, a little bit of drift. I keep on forgetting how much of a nose this ship has. Right. Let's just quickly get my mission done.
Touchdown. Ship secured. Welcome, Commander.
Yeah. Right. Mission board. As you can see, in my live game, I've actually got a heck of a lot more credits than this. I've just been, well, testing, really. So yeah, I'm now a lot more friendly with people here. Well, in Leasty anyway. So, let's get out of here and go hunting.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship restraints retracted. Clear for egress.
Egress? Yeah. Wonder what that means. There we go. Right, let's choose somewhere. Oh, there's a conflict zone. History of Waterloo. Well, that's interesting. Let's see what Waterloo is, because I got no idea that they put tourist beacons in here.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hopefully this time it won't fall through a planet.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
All in all, it does look like the 2.2 beta is going very well for Frontier. We've had almost 2 weeks of it now, and there have been a lot of quality of life changes. They have just added module storage and module transfer in for this one, and so that means that if you have a specially engineered modded module, you can actually just store that. You can have up to 30 items stored away. It does also mean that you can save and swap about these modules. So you can say, for instance, you can only need the Advanced Discovery Scanner once, because the Advanced Discovery Scanner, you can store that and then transfer it back into your new ship. You don't have to do a rebuy, which sometimes, if you do these, they try to take advantage of the rebuy functionality. Right, it can be difficult. Right, let's see. We have a Cobra Mark III here. Hatchbreaker. Now, if I was a proper pirate, I would have, at this moment in time, a... Hang on. Where is the frame shift into... Ah, there we are. That's the one we forgot to add. Right. So yeah, already, because it's a clean ship, I've got a fine. And the longer I last pulling this ship in, the more fines I get. And also the longer it takes to pull the ship out, the quicker the security services will respond. It looks like we've got ourselves a Cobra.
Hull integrity.
Both ships, however, go into a spin, deploy the weapons. Here we go.
Programming limpet drone.
And again, an assault.
Hatchbreaker limpet engaged.
So I'm just going to pull out, see if he starts dumping cargo. Now, he's only mostly harmless. What did you say? Oh,
Target cargo.
there you go. We've started to lose it.
Cargo scoop deployed.
I'm now wanted in this system, as you can see. Oh, cargo canisters are going funny. Yeah, I'm going to let him get away, because, well, I was just after the cargo. All this just for fabrics. Now, there is a little bit of thought that this might be a little bit too easy. Mind you, I did pick on a poor, mostly harmless pilot, so other pilots might react in a different way. But the next mission is going to be a little bit more interesting. Because this is where I have to legally use hatch breakers. Oh, he's bouncing these things off the hull now. And they have exploded anyway. Oh well. But no response from the police either. So we'll just have a quick look at the inventory. We've got Gwaine Dance Dust. Wow, what's that? I think that's... Oh, can't see what the description is, but it's worth a lot. Now, we have 9 tons left, which is useful. Because I need 6 tons to rescue these hostages. Oh, and here comes the police. So, let's get out of here. It's the cops! Oh.
Cannot comply.
Oh yeah, let's pull in the cargo scoop.
Cargo scoop retracted. Frame shift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
And away before we get into trouble. Now we've got a 700 credit bounty, which means that I'm active for 7 minutes. Now if I jump out of the system, then that becomes a dormant bounty. So what I'll do is actually we'll still... Oh, you know what? I'm not going to even risk it. I don't fancy going up against a...
Frame shift drive
I'm
charging.
carrying illicit cargo there. Oh, so what we can do... jettison those. Right. There goes my ill-gotten gains. I don't want to go into the next system with illegal cargo. Not if I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Yeah, Retort is another one of the original systems left over from the 84 game. Now, I was expecting that Cobra to fight back a bit. He just took it. Of course, players might have a different opinion. And in high security systems, the police will respond a heck of a lot faster than they did here. Right. Now, the first thing I need to do is check in with the navigation beacon. Not that far away. As usual, 6 to 7 seconds is a good approach time. The time on target under the light second, the distance marker. If you manage to get it on 6 seconds, normally that means it gives you enough time, enough control to approach an item in Super Cruise and drop out at the right moment. They have extended the range, I've noticed, on some items within Super Cruise. Things like the nav beacon, you can drop out 4 million meters in this case, in front of the other ones. Now, as part of the new mission structure, you scan the nav beacon, it will give you clues on where we're supposed to go. There we go.
Incoming mission critical message.
Liberate 6 hostages. We are near Retort 5A. Okay. Retort 5A. There we are.
Scan
Uh-oh.
detected.
I hope I'm not going to be in trouble. Because normally if it was a pirate would... Oh, phew, there's a bounty hunter.
Frameshift drive charging.
Patria Sentinel there,
4,
he's being a pirate, because he's warned you.
engage.
But we're out of there now anyway. And we're looking for a certain individual who might be flying around 5A, or we will get a system, a special systems signal, which we'll be able to drop in on. 2,100 light seconds, that's not too far. That used to take a lot longer, but I think they've gone and tweaked some of the transport times, which is very useful. So the reaction to 2.2 so far has been very, very good. It's actually been surprisingly smooth. I think Frontier have hit their stride with the Horizon season now. There are 2 extra modifications or 2 updates to come as part of the Horizon season, so we're only halfway through, and there's an awful lot of speculation of what Season 3 is going to be, but it's a case of we haven't even finished Season 2 yet. We've had a lot of commanders being involved in things they normally wouldn't do in the game, because, well, it is the beta. And of course, after the beta ends, everything is wiped. But you do actually learn some skills while you're doing the beta, so you can get some profit for some early access, I would say. Now, piracy, as far as players are concerned, I would recommend either a Fer-de-Lance, like this one, or a Vulture. You need something that has good firepower, good maneuverability, and also the ability, or enough slots in there to have cargo bay for you to scoop, and also to fire off your limpets. So now we're approaching Retove 5A. There's a lot of ships around here, so police forces. Now we are looking for one specific individual. Oh, good grief, I can't even to sell that. So, search signal sources and retort 6. It says. So, signal sources around here. Right, who's that? Oh, he's a policeman.
Mission objective.
We found him. We found him. Where? There we are. Unidentified signal source. Now that is different to how it used to be. You had to scan all the other the other ships, and eventually you would find your mission target. Now this is different. So, we're getting the hatch breaker ready. And the guns. I do get a bit nervous with this when this one happens, because if you just lose just one of those canisters, game over, you lost it. It's a threat too, so it's not going to be Sidewinders, it's going to be something else. I think I can handle up to threat 3. Threat 4 I wouldn't, threat 5 I'd recommend multiplayer. That's when you need a wing to deal with them. Right. Huh. Ah, there we are. A Type 7. Now, is this who am I? Yes, it is. Deploy weapons. And
Programming limpet drone.
there goes the Olympic drone.
Hatch breaker limpet.
Now, he's already wanted, so that means I don't get fined for any of this.
Target cargo dropped.
Excellent. No, we've not gotten. Fire a second.
Programming limpet drone.
Now, have we got? We've got hydrogen, fuel, and mineral oil. That's not who we're after.
Hatch breaker limpet engaged.
Now, I would have thought it would have reacted by now. I don't know whether this is actually a bug.
Target cargo dropped.
Lost another one. More mineral oil. More hydrogen fuel. No hostages. Oh, there's a hostage.
Programming limpet drone.
Now, at this point here, I would have expected him to start running. Now, charging his frameshift drive.
Hatch breaker limpet engaged.
He's just standing there and taking it. It's probably because I haven't opened fire with my guns on him yet. Maybe that might be a part of the issue. Or either that he's mostly harmless and a bit thick.
Target cargo dropped.
Then we're after 6 hostages. Two hostages. 3 hostages. Oh, more mineral oil. I've only got one hatch breaker left, or two maybe. Right. I don't know whether I've got enough hatch breakers to do this.
Programming limpet drone. Hatch breaker limpet engaged.
Which means that I'll have to take out his cargo hatch. We know that one of the hostages is back there. We still need another 4.
Target cargo dropped.
Lot of mineral oil. Okay. Hatchbreaker is now out of range.
Programming limpet drone.
Looks like we're going to have to do this the hard way. I like the way that you can see it lock onto the hatchbreaker.
Limpet engaged. Target cargo dropped.
That's going to explode. There we go. Mineral oil. Hydrogen fuel. Hydrogen fuel. Mineral oil. Hydrogen fuel. Good grief. So this is us. Okay, I'm going to have to do this the hard way. Get a multi-cannon out on it. Right, now it should start kicking out. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this mission. I wish there was a way to shout it, warn it to drop its cargo. No. Ah, sod it. Boom. Boom.
Target destroyed. Incoming mission critical message.
Yeah, we've failed that one. Oh dear. Mineral oil, hydrogen fuel, hydrogen fuel, hydrogen fuel. I think we've even lost the other hostage. So as you can see, not as easy as it first sounds. Mostly because I didn't have enough breaker hatchets. Sorry. So yeah. So there's no point actually holding on to this one. Been off the mission.
Incoming message.
Unfortunately, your recent actions have impacted your reputation state. You're now only considered friendly with us. Well, because I was allied before. So it didn't work out. It just goes to prove how much more difficult this is than I was originally thinking. Oh, I have an illicit cargo on board,
Cargo scoop retracted.
which is a hostage, who's now marked as stolen. Oh well. Bye. Someone else will pick him up. Right. Well, on that note of absolute failure, thank you very much. And I'll be back at some point to go over some more stuff from 2.2. Good night.